Yo, what's up guys? Super here with a very hot topic for you guys today about the state of Divine and Chaos Orbs in Softcore Sanctum. Now many of you guys already know, but Chaos Orbs are slowly approaching the 300 mark, meaning to trade for one Divine Orb, it takes about half the player's inventory to even trade for one. This causes some problems because if you were to trade for multiple Divines compared to other leagues, it would take multiple trade windows to get multiple Divines. But the reason why this is happening is because Chaos Orbs are actually losing themselves in value because of how acquirable they are this league. As you might know, lots of content creators are pushing certain Xarc strategies compared to Eater of Worlds because it's more profitable. You're able to get more Chaos Orbs this way through the altars compared to Eater of Worlds, which gives you some of the smaller currencies and that extremely rare chance of getting Divine Orbs. Not only are altars very profitable during mapping, Sanctum has been included in this league where you're offered to get Chaos Orbs pretty consistently through the floors, and then as it builds up, each room can even have tons of chaos at the end of the floor or even at the end of the Sanctum. You can end with runs where you can have up to like 50 chaos if you get really lucky. And since a lot of people are running Sanctum, you can tell that in higher amounts of player quantities, that's a lot of chaos being generated. For Divine Orbs don't have a good way of being generated. And the cards that are shown here, Divine Beauty and the Sephiroth, are very specific boss cards, meaning that you can't farm the map boss consistently to get this card. It's almost unprofitable and it's not a good idea. Exile, on the other hand, before the switch was very profitable because you're able to farm tons of maps, get the card drop through Magic Find if you want to do that. But as of now, these are spot specific Divine cards and they're absolutely trash to farm. Compared to last league though, Loot Goblins were actually generating tons of Divines, even though the mechanic was dumb since Magic Find was needed to generate more than 20 Divines off one Innocence Touch mob. And that's why lots of people were mad to get even big currency loot drops. You would have to find this one specific Loot Goblin, get your Divine Orbs. Not only with the change of Exalts to Divines don't even drop Divine Shards in any other league mechanics because it doesn't exist in the game, compared to Exalt Shards, which lots of people farmed Harbinger for, or other means to get shards were obtainable that way. So with all this currency being generated, what's the point of using these currencies? So what are the uses for these currencies? As you might know, Chaos Orb is used for the map device. Not a lot of people actually go for the league mechanics because it's quite easily obtainable through the new Atlas changes. The Alkin Ghost strat is very popular right now to a lot of people because it's low investment and also very easy to run because many players did not like the Gilded Scarab stack, 4 of them, and then run juice maps that way. A lot of people are able to run the Alkin Ghost strat using Fortune Favors the Brave and calling it good and still getting their league mechanics they like. Divines, on the other hand, their usage is always for meta crafting. A lot of people always use this. As you can tell, it takes 2 Divines to get prefix cannot be changed, subs can't be changed, stuff like that. So there's quite a huge investment in using Divines when it comes to crafting. Exiles, on the other hand, they've been kind of downgraded. You can still get some crafts with them that are very helpful, but the uses of Exalts are still needed when it comes to crafting and or very certain whenever you use it in slamming. So as you can tell, there's some uses in Exalts and Divines, Chaos, not so much. So that brings up the solution, how we fix this. As you can see, to trade for 2 Divines, it would take 600 Chaos Orbs. That takes a ton of clicks and it's very unsafe because if you're trading for multiple Divines, you would have to do it through multiple windows. A solution I think is very good for and healthy to the community is that players should be pricing their items in Exalt Orbs. That way, things that are priced at 0.7, anything that's point something divs, can easily be translated in Exalt Orbs. And then Exalt Orbs can be translated into Divine Orbs that way. This will help in terms of the game where Exalts are actually useful compared to Chaos Orbs, because Chaos Orbs will be able to price stuff that are even lower than the Exalts and will bring change to the market. But if people won't do this, then it'll be very problematic. As you can tell, lots of people in the market are selling most of their stuff at 0.7 Divines, which can be easily translated to Exalts. That way the price doesn't climb up and people won't panic about the Divine changes. This will help better price the market and make trading a lot easier for the casual players and help build up to Chaos to Exalts when they're trying to get their bases to craft. Or when they're even doing bosses, they can buy invitations for Exalts instead of 0.6 divines, because that seems almost unnecessary in terms of trading. This won't change the state of the game. There's no need to increase the stack size. We will use a currency that's already implemented into the game as the middleman to make sure that the market runs a little bit more smoothly and people won't go straight from chaos to divine ratios. Instead, they'll go from chaos to exalts as well. So this seems to be a finer solution compared to maybe other solutions that people have brought up. In conclusion, really, we want to trade for chaos, exalt to divines, but sometimes people don't like that. You could also do chaos to divines if you really cared as well. It's just that exalts are a way to put in the middleman for those prices that are actually hard to calculate for a lot of people, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people are pulling out calculators to even do this stuff. The market will look a lot nicer and cleaner, and trading for divines won't be as cluttery as they were before. The panic with the chaos to divines right now is very problematic, and I hope this is a very good idea to fix this problem. But with that said, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys for taking the time to look at this, and make sure to like and subscribe. Goodbye.